So this was going to be a perfectly normal Q&A video. I filmed it and everything in the same style as my last one. Okay, let's talk about myself on the internet.
If you could go back to young Momo and give her advice, what would it be? Don't...
But when I looked at the footage, I didn't see me.
Favorite snack?
I haven't seen me for a while. So we're gonna do something different. A little more than a year ago, I started seeing several doctors due to becoming inexplicably tired all the time. I was almost falling asleep at work, waking up to alarms became impossible, and I felt like I was running on low power constantly. One of the last doctors I saw said they tested me for diabetes, low blood sugar, several other things, and even said they tested me for pregnancy just in case. But you know, unfortunately that was impossible. So I asked him, so if nobody can find anything physically wrong with me, could this be psychological? And he said, yeah, depression and anxiety can often manifest itself in these symptoms. And I proceeded to not do anything about that. I just didn't think that's what it was. I didn't feel sad. So I was already going through a lot, and then I met this really great guy in the UK, and I flew out to see his family and he flew out to see my family, and pretty sudden we were like, okay, well, this is happening and this is it. where are we gonna move to start our life together? And then just when I felt like a breath of fresh air, pandemonium. Time skipped to quarantine. I had a tiny little mental breakdown. And I mean that quite seriously. I was in a dark place, and looking back, I wasn't myself because I didn't really know who that was. This great guy also told me that he binged all my videos because, that's what you do when you have a crush on a YouTuber. And he said his favorite one was my Q&A video where I'm literally just talking about myself. And I've been trying to make a video like that for a while, but, this isn't a great look. I really wanted this video to be like I'm back. I've figured it all out. But I haven't. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. So I finally started seeing a psychologist regularly. The first thing she told me to do was to reconnect with myself. Get to know myself again. She told me to pay attention to not only the things that I liked, but why I liked them. So let's go back to the Q&A. I got some good questions, like favorite TV shows, favorite Disney movies, favorite games, but those don't say as much about me as why I like those things. I like these games because I enjoy casual and creative games that allow you to customize your experience based on your mood and skill level. I like these Disney movies because I enjoy older or lower budget films with visible imperfections like pencil lines that still manage to be timeless and enjoyable. I like these TV shows because I enjoy romanticized perspectives of bleak or mundane situations. Speaking of Anne with an E, at one point, Anne quotes Jane Eyre and says, "If all the world hated you and believed you wicked, while your own conscience approved of you and absolved you from guilt, you would not be without friends." In therapy, here are some things I've learned about my brain. Love is not currency, it's fertilizer. You need love to grow, and you don't need to grow to deserve love. Humans have a tendency to beat themselves up, thinking it's a method of propelling them to where they want to be, but calling yourself stupid doesn't make you smarter, calling yourself unsuccessful doesn't give you more success, and calling yourself untalented does not make you more so. Anxiety is your brain's way of protecting you. If you have suffered harm, your brain will crank that up to 11 in an attempt to keep that harm from happening again. The internet is a scary place these days. Because my brain, in trying to prepare and protect me, would formulate every possible negative comment that any stranger online in the world could possibly say about what I was working on. Which was easy, because I have taken every single negative comment I've ever seen about me to heart. And my heart just got a little too heavy. So I've been lightening the load. I've started meditating, creating my own rituals of spirituality, and keeping up with a bullet journal. I used to be bad at keeping up with journals, but since developing methods to love myself despite not being quite where I want to be and being flawed, I've started viewing my journal the same way, and it's not trash anymore. I've been lucky in these hard times, but they've still been hard. I'm not gonna say happy, but I'm happier, and I'm getting happier. And not only am I getting happier, I'm becoming more and more okay with not being happy. I really wish that I could say with full confidence that it's like, oh, well, I'm coming back because I know exactly what I want to do with this channel and with my life. But I don't, so we're gonna make it up until then. What I do know is that I have always wanted to do film, and upon a lot of reflection in this PayPal pneumonium, that I'd like to keep doing films, and I'd like to keep doing weird artsy stuff like this that is not brand friendly. But in order to do that, I do need to make money, so there probably is going to be more sponsors. Oof, and part of why I've been gone for so long is because I can't hide stuff like this. And I was like, well, I can't film videos because it's hard to pretend to be happy, so we're just not gonna pretend anymore. And maybe one day we won't have to. My psychologist has been encouraging me to cry, and now I kind of love it. I love connecting with myself and my feelings and investigating where they're coming from. And I have a lot of feelings. Favorite snack? Which I like. I've started thinking things like my eyes aren't what they used to be and my knees click when I walk upstairs, which is terrifying. It fuels a wanderlust and a desire to not waste any more time hating myself. I enjoy playing music, though I do not think I'm good at it, but maybe that will change. Either my objective skill or the way that I think about it. I've grown a fondness for the outdoors and comfortable dresses. I do not know how to take selfies, but I want to post less photos where I look good and more photos where I feel good. I'm looking into getting diagnosed or medicated for ADHD. I've been trying to do this for literally years, but turns out getting diagnosed for a disability that makes making appointments and forms very difficult.
Okay, remember to tuck your head in. Tuck your head in. And head goes in first and feet last.
I miss being creative on this channel, and weird, and expressive. That's something that caring about what others thought of me robbed from me. I'm ambitious, and I want to try things regardless of time, skill, or budget, even if they don't turn out perfect. So, cringe. I'm cringe. That's me, and I'm excited and happy to be me. And when I look back on this channel when no one else is, I want to see me. I want to see how I expressed myself at any given point in time. And the weird artsy shit like this makes me feel more like me than just reciting a bunch of trivia about myself. So I am sorry that I am not perfectly normal. Surprisingly, this actually feels pretty good. I have so many videos that I filmed pre-quarantine that I just haven't had the heart or the energy to edit. I've been sleeping in so much. You're gonna see a lot of videos that were filmed long before quarantine, and I can't wait to get comments saying it's very irresponsible of you to travel during quarantine. Like, how was I gonna do that? Like, there's so many comments on the Efteling video being like, there's not a mask in sight. How horrible of you. And it's like, comments like that still make me feel bad, because that's their purpose, is to make me feel bad. I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even there during quarantine. So I'm gonna try and be a real YouTuber. If you would like to see what I have been keeping busy with while I was subconsciously taking a break from the vulnerability of YouTube, I started a D&D podcast with my friends.
But what I do is I take the recording of our session and I edit it so that it sounds more like an audiobook or the audio from a TV show. In fact, the first 10 episodes have been entirely animatic style storyboarded, so you can actually like look at the character's face when they're talking and stuff. I've been very busy. And I actually really enjoy listening to it. Like a lot of the B-roll in this, like me walking up the stairs, I was listening to my own D&D podcast while I was doing that.
Calder, come here, please.
Yeah, okay.
There is an empty, dark void with shadowy echoes of Waterdeep, destroyed buildings.
I love it. You feel like you're really there. Sorry. I'm quite proud of this thing that me and my friends have been working on, and they're all very talented role players, and it's just really fun being at a table with them. Anyway.
I'm really proud of it, so, you know, if you're into D&D, maybe check it out. And thank you for watching this entire video. A special thank you to everyone who has supported me on Patreon. It means the world, especially in this very transitional period, oh mine. Okay, bye!